Hi, this is Dr. Bhushan Shanbhag. Today's video we are going to see once Nifty opens, how does it move within the day? Okay, yes, I've studied it for all the period, but remember one thing, from 2017, there were some major changes in the Nifty opening. Some rules were changed. Okay, and we find that before 2017 and after 2017, actually after October November 2016, the pattern changed slightly. So what is happening right now is more important. Okay, if you see long old days, Nifty used to open at the same level as where it has closed practically. Later on the rules were changed, then the pre-open came, and that kept on making a difference. So last 5-6 years what happened is vitally important. Last few years, so from January 2017 onwards, I have taken all this study how Nifty moves after the opening. Still, if you can, I have the studies of all the days, but I found that as there's a market difference in the policies from 2016 end, there's no point in giving importance to the older data. Okay, the current data is much more important for us, so I will be focusing from January 2017 onwards. Now, opening price to day's high, that is once Nifty opens, these are spot Nifty levels, okay, not Nifty futures. So from opening level, how high does Nifty go in the day? Only about 15% of the day Nifty manages to climb 1% above the closing price. Means when we talk of big rally or something, 1% in a day is actually happening only 15% of times. So don't expect Nifty to move big every day. First thing, simple thing, 85% it doesn't move even 1%. About 5.8% Nifty goes up by more than 1.5% within the day. That is days open to days high. All right. And only 2.3% days. Intraday high of Nifty is 2% higher than its opening price for the day. Now, this includes everything. All right. This includes all the prices, all the days. Let it be budget day, let it be election day, whatever. Nifty doesn't move more than 2% majority of the times. In fact, more than 1% also, barely 15% of the times. All right. More than 39% of the times it goes above 0.5%. Now, this is crucially important. Almost 40% times, at least half percent it goes up from the days open to days high. Which means if the day is even slightly up, probability that it will go half percent up is significantly high, because quite a few days are going to be down days when Nifty is falling, and when Nifty is going up, as soon as it opens you buy it, and probability is almost like 40% that it will reach at least half percent up. Once it reaches there, you can modify your stop losses accordingly, right? But only about 21% times today's close is more than half percent above today's open. Now this is important. 40% time it manages to scale up to half percent. But out of that, half the number of times it again comes down and closes below this half percent. Okay? Understood? Right? Only about 9% times today's close is more than 1% above today's open. Which essentially means 90% of times Nifty closes below 1% from today's open. Now, of course, there may be some bear days in this. Some days Nifty might have closed in the red. Possible. Okay. But this is the observation. Irrespective of whatever the news, only 9% of the days, that is something like, in a year there are about 250 trading days. So only 23, 24 days it will be closing 1% high. Rest all the days it will be less than 1% high. Only about 3% times today's close is more than 1.5% above today's open. Probability of loss if somebody sells call 1.5% higher than the opening price. Probability that that option will expire in the money is just 3%. 97% of times it won't. Or it will close the day. I will not say expire. Every day may not be expiry day, but the day is closed. Okay. Only 1.1% times Nifty closes above 2% from today's open. Now let us see on the lower side. 22% of days, 22.5, Nifty falls more than 1% from opening price. Less than 9.5% of the days, Nifty falls, that is the lowest point I'm talking of, more than 1.5%. And this includes that big bear market in 2020. Don't forget that. Where almost every day the fall was more than this 1%, 2%. Because it was almost like 35-40% fall in about 21, 22 trading sessions. Right? Only about 4.7% of the days, intraday's low of Nifty is 2% lower than the opening price for the day. And almost 51.5% of the times, it is below 0.5%. That is important. Okay, minus 5%, that is below. That is why it is minus sign. But a fall of 0.5% or more is almost 51.5% of the days. So only 26.2% of the times, Nifty's close is more than 0.5% below today's open. And only 11.6% times, today's close is more than 1% below today's open. This is closing, right? Not going beyond. I'm talking of closing now. So even if it goes down, it's more likely to bounce back. And only 5.5% times, today's close is more than 1.5% below today's open. So extreme big moves in Nifty are extremely rare in a day from the opening price. I'm not talking of from yesterday's close. I'm talking from today's open. So even if there is a big gap down, suppose Nifty opens 1% gap down, probability that it will go up is much more than probability it will go down. And if there is a huge gap up, you should actually think going short and not going long. Clear? Yeah. And only 2.5% time, today's close is more than 2% below today's open. Now, intraday high to low difference, what we call the range, the entire range, how big is the range? Compared to opening price, the range is more than 1% in about 53% cases. And remaining cases, it is less than 1% naturally. The same difference is more than 1.5% only in 23.5% cases. And only 10.75% cases, more than 2% range is covered from high to low in one day. Okay. Now you'll say, sir, this is maximum. How much is minimum? In 95% cases, at least 0.5% Nifty moves in a day. At least 0.5%. Okay, high to low. But only in 10% of cases, Nifty covers from 0.5% up to 0.5% down. Or 0.5% down to 0.5% up. So that is rare. So if it has reached minus 0.5%, it's slim chance it will go to plus 0.5% on the same day. Correct? Understood this? So if Nifty is at 18,000, 95% times, your swing is going to be more than 90 points. Remember this. Okay. So what we talked of earlier, majority of the time 90 point swing, that much you are going to get. Little over 8% time the difference will be greater than 360 points. Almost very, very less, right? And 20% of times the swing is about 1.5%. Again, I'm repeating, this includes all flat days, volatile days, everything. All days I have taken, not an exception, except for one day when there is some error in the Nifty level. So that data I have deleted one day in this from 2017 because there is definitely some error in the data which is provided by National Stock Exchange. Okay, when Nifty is trading near 5,500, only one day it is showing 4,500 intraday and again coming close is 5,500. That is nonsense, some wrong data. 46% times this difference is going to be greater than 1%. That is 180 points range is going to cover. That's good, right? Half the times. Even if you catch half of it, it's quite something. Okay. So if you sell 100 points higher call and 100 points lower put every Thursday morning, 52% times it is below minus 5%, 0.5%. So it's going to go in a loss possibly or near that break-even point. 39% upper level will be reached and 53% times the close is outside this range. Why 200 points? 90 points is exactly half percent. So not a very great strategy selling call and put on the same expiry day. Many people consider selling straddle on the expiry day is a great profitable strategy. Statistics says it's not. Okay, understood? Because the losses will be big whenever they happen. All right. So not a good strategy. Short straddle on the last day. Straddle or strangle, even both of them. So that is all for now. We are going to study more. I know these figures will be difficult to remember. You can watch the video again and again, note down. But remember, don't expect a very huge move in Nifty. It's extremely rare. More than 1.5%, 2% moves are rare. All right. So see you in the next video where we'll be learning much more about it.